Yeah, this is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. I got this video coming to you guys as promised. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the web page pulled up here for your website, your homepage. But I'd like to start this video out on a Google search page. What I typed in here is roofing Little Rock. We can even say Arkansas afterwards. The main key here is there's going to be a few different ways that people are going to type this, what we consider to be keyword in, looking for a roofing service within Little Rock. Now, takeaway is we need to rank on the first page for as many of those as possible. With Little Rock definitely going to be one of your main service areas, with you guys being down, in Benton, Benton Bryant area here. So I went ahead and I chose this, obviously keeping it very relevant to you guys. Now, 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this first page when choosing a company, which is why it's so crucial that we are on the first page. Now, we can see a few different companies using these pay-per-click ads. The Google guarantees are definitely going to be your best option for this. They have the highest conversion rate overall. So if you're looking to get customers right here, right now in a certain location, definitely the best way to do it. I think over the long term, though, ranking organically, whether using your Google business profile or your actual website, is definitely going to do you justice in the long run. Now, your Google business profile is really only going to be able to help you within like a 5 to 10 mile radius of where your actual office is located at. So I did go ahead and look at roofing in Benton, and you guys are up there in the first position so far. So not much I can really tell you to do for your business profile. It's not going to be as of a competitive area. But even with that being said, you guys should be getting some leads through this every single month. Now, a few things that I would do right off the bat to make sure that you can stay within here is making sure you're uploading geotagged photos. I would do this every single week of the work that you guys are doing, anything that is relevant or pertains to the niche of roofing and exteriors, I would be uploading into here. But definitely make sure they're geotagged pictures. Also, with your bio sections, it looks like you have filled out this 100%, which is nice. Always good to see that. And then with your reviews, you guys have had a decent amount of reviews so far. Always make sure you're getting as many as you can. And you guys have been doing a great job of responding to all these reviews as well, which is super nice to see. So I think your main concern right now is just I would keep these pictures being uploaded. And like I said, I would do some, handful of those every single week, if not more, if you can swing it. But make sure they're geotagged. Now, ranking your website is going to be able to help you, anywhere outside of where your Google business profile can't, but also within there as well. So, Little Rock being this main area right next to you guys, the largest city with the most search volume, you want to be able to rank your website within here since your Google business profile can't really help you out any. Now, we can see Garcia and Son is going to be your top competitor there. So back over to your website. First things first, you guys have good looking website with crisp, clean photos in the back here. Sliding, or basically your slider here, little slideshow. You also have these call to action button up here for request an estimate. That's always nice to basically convert, people coming in, visitors to the website to actual people who are going to reach out to you. Now, I would say, you have your main section of content right here, which isn't a lot. And Google typically wants to see at least a bare minimum of 500 words of content. So I would be sticking somewhere within there. You can go up to 2,000, but it seems like most of the websites that are ranking within Little Rock are somewhere between the 300 to 700 words of content range. And even if you were at 500 to 700, I think you'd be really good there in that sweet spot. Also, it looks like you're, targeting some keywords for Bryant, Arkansas within here, and some other areas as well. I would make sure you're targeting one area for one service on one page each. Okay, so that tells Google clear and concisely what you're trying to rank for per page. Otherwise, it can get kind of clustered and can throw a red flag on your website, which you definitely don't want. Now, if it were me, I would definitely want to target roofing within Little Rock, since it's going to be your largest area near you. To keep your homepage as powerful as possible, but then build out service area pages for any of these other areas like Bryant or Benton, or maybe some of those other outlying areas down south below Little Rock. But overall, I really like the look of the website and everything like that. You have good interlinkings to the different services that you guys provide. And then I really like this company cam widget that's within here as well, showing some of the work that you guys do. So that's a really nice feature that I enjoy to see too. But I think the main thing for you guys is going to be the content. Okay. Now, the next thing I always like to use is this paid program called Ahrefs. It's going to give me a dashboard of numbers that we can kind of go through here and compare both yours and Garcia and Sons website. Now, right off the bat, we see your strength and trust ratings right here. So this 2 and this 10. So strength trust ratings with Google are going to be super important. They're ranked out of 100, but typically once you hit a benchmark of 30 and above, you can be considered a pretty powerful website at that point. So you still need to definitely build that strength and trust within Google. And you do that by building out more backlinks within these different referring domains. Now, backlinks, simply put, is any clickable text linking one website to another. It could also be an image linking back to your website, and they're all held within the different referring domains, but they basically act as a thumbs up for your website. And Google's a popularity contest, so the more authoritative websites that are linking back to you, typically the better. And by authoritative referring domains, I mean they already have high strength and trust ratings within Google. So once you do acquire a backlink from them, it's going to help your ratings in return. Now we also see you're indexing for just over 40 keywords, bringing in a fair amount of traffic actually. And if we click on the keywords, we can see where most of your traffic is coming from. If it wants to load for me, there it comes. Okay, loaded. So we can see most of your traffic here is coming from the company name. Now, this has a search volume of 1.2 thousand. So what I'm assuming right off the bat is there is more Newman Roofings across the United States than just yours. And I'm not sure exactly how much this traffic is going to generate you any leads, especially if they're outside the area that you guys are working, right? So the keywords that you definitely want to be targeting are these buyer intent keywords. Roofing Benton, Arkansas, roofers in Arkansas. If you service all of Arkansas, those are good keywords to try and rank for. But I look down here and you have all these Little Rock roofing, keywords, even in Conway, that you just aren't ranking for high enough yet to really get any exposure for. We can see, Benton, Arkansas, you're getting a handful of traffic because you're on that first page, right? And as soon as you start to dip off that first page, traffic goes to nil. So we need to be able to target these different keywords, and we can see one for Benton is ranking on the first page or being indexed there. Then you have Arkansas as a whole on the first page. You have Hot Springs on the first page. And then you have Little Rock on the first page. So this is what I'm saying. When you're trying to rank for too many areas on the same page, it can be a little difficult when it comes to actually gaining position. Now, if we go over to Garcia and Son, we can see right off the bat their strength and trust is a little bit higher, so they've put a little bit more time into it. They're also indexing for quite a few more keywords, but they're gaining in quite a bit more traffic, as we can tell here as well. Now, kind of the same thing with them. I don't really believe they're going to get too many leads from this Garcia roofing keyword. We can see, again, high volume, so it's going to be a nationwide search. I think this third one is the only one that's going to help them out at all. But really, like I said, we want to be able to target these keywords for people who are looking for a company because they have no clue who they're going to use. And if you're on the first page, you're going to gain a lot of credibility with them, especially the higher you go up in that page. So let's just take this one for instance, right? Roofing Little Rock. That gets 250 searches per month. They're third position, so they are gaining quite a bit of traffic from that. Over 10% of that volume is coming into traffic. Now, really, industry standard is about 20 to 30% of this traffic should turn into a lead for this company. So they should be gaining a handful or more leads per month just from this one keyword. And if you were to kind of go through here and do all that for all these different keywords, I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting anywhere from 20 to 50, depending on what season we're in, leads per month for roofing within Little Rock, because they're on the first page for most of these keywords. So that's where you can start to see how lucrative this can be, especially when these are organic warm leads. These are people who are very interested in what you guys have as a service and can provide to them because they have a lot of trust with you already, just because you're on the first page of Google. And those are going to close at generally 50% and above ratio. So if you're generating yourself even 20 leads per month through these Google searches, which is fairly easy from what it looks like, that's a 10 extra jobs a month. Roofing, those are higher ticket items. That could be an extra, 100,000 in revenue a month. And that's something that could be very, very well off for a roofing company. So if you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you guys any way that I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. And I truly do hope to hear from you guys soon.